Hello and welcome to the Homeless Consultant channel. My name is Paul B. I am the Homeless Consultant. This is just a really this time, short video. I I'm in now. I'm researching some future videos I'm going to make that are quite long. In fact, they're probably going to be documentary length. Some of that has to do, as I mentioned before, with the Holocaust. Reading the words of people who went through the Holocaust, of their daily experiences, because obviously when they're sent to Auschwitz, where they're getting ready to go to the gas chambers, they're not able to write down their thoughts. So all their thoughts are before they entered those particular types of camps. It's just what's going on with the persecution and the knowledge that this is coming, and how homelessness in America is, when I first started this, I thought to myself, it's very similar. It's shockingly similar to what people went through in the Holocaust. The more I read of these things, the more I'm realizing that it's virtually identical. It's a lot more than I ever dreamt that it was. And as I've been doing the research on that, I've had to acknowledge an inescapable fact. That one of the reasons I'm making these videos is because the time it takes to make and edit and post these videos is time that I don't have to spend actually thinking about the kind of conditions that I live in. This is one of the common themes with the Holocaust diaries. It's the only outlet they had. It's the only friend they had was their diary. Anne Frank named her diary Kitty. It was the only friend she had. I just went to the gas station to get gas. And as I was leaving, I saw this fella sitting outside on the benches at the KFC. You can see him here, just desperately trying to sleep. He has his 2 bags there. Anybody could have walked up and just grabbed his bags with everything he owns in them. I mean, I'm losing this car. It's falling apart piece by piece. The gas tank is falling off because all the connectors are rusted. It's held on with straps right now, tow straps. The part where you put in the gas is broken off of the gas tank. So any gas I put in there evaporates out. That guy's outside in this. And that's where I'm going to be soon for all the hard work I've put in to prevent that. I had to stop my car and go over and talk to him. You know what? He was a heck of a nice guy. I sat down and had a little conversation with him for a while. I liked him better than I like these housed people out here. He was more real. And to be honest, he was more optimistic than these people out here are. And he was more realistic. His main concern is that he's waiting on government paperwork for social services, and he's hoping that it'll get processed before winter hits, which is very, very soon. That's all he has to rely on, is government, social services. He was a heck of a nice guy. Half his teeth were gone. His hands were filthy, just absolute filth. But I shook that hand. I asked his name. I told him my name. And the look on his face when I did that was just one of disbelief. Because you know what? A guy in that situation, you can talk about giving money or talk about them standing on the streets, perhaps with a sign, and I have no evidence that that's what he was doing. But what means most to them is for someone just to treat him like a human being. And that's what the Holocaust was the dehumanization of entire races. You forget the extermination part. That was probably a blessing for those people at that point. It's the isolation and identification and persecution, deportation and extermination of these people. The dehumanization of them. The theft of their humanity. I just wanted to talk to the guy and let him know that somebody cares. You could just... The look he gave me. The look in his eye. He just seemed so happy that somebody talked to him like a man, like a human being. And even though I'm presently blessed to have this car and the job, it could end tomorrow, and I could be him. When I go into work, I'm treated like a professional, treated with, well, as far as a corporation can, respect and dignity, but I'm treated like one of the other people. Then when I get in this car and I go out after work, everyone treats me like crap. Treats me like I'm something less than human. Then I go back to work and I'm treated like a professional. Then I come back here and I'm treated like I'm human garbage. Then I go to work and I'm treated like a professional. Day after day after day. It's not the person that people are looking at, it's the situation. And that's the same thing they're doing with this fella. I can't believe it. Remember what I said about no privacy and how I'm just stalked everywhere I go? I want to show you this parking lot. Because there's one car that just pulled in right next to me. Out of the entire parking lot. These are the conditions we live in. We're just animals on display. Something less than human. At least until I go into work and I do a better job than everybody else there. Then I'm a professional. This man's name was Dean. I'm asking my viewers, please, please. He was a nice guy. Say a prayer for Dean tonight, please. He deserves better than what he's getting. And so do many millions of Americans who are homeless. They deserve better than having someone like Sean Hannity stand up for them. And by God, I'm going to stand up for him until the negligence of these housed people out there kills all of us. Say a prayer for Dean. And thanks for watching.